loving memory of Sugopi Mataji. So with that, we have a very wonderful speaker on this day. His Grace Satya Rupa Gauranga Prabhu. Prabhu is well known. He does many services for our temple. He is our Sankirtan leader. He distributes books, Srila Prabhupada's books, and takes care of the entire book distribution service. And due to his sincere effort, we are able to distribute so many books of Srila Prabhupada, Bhagavad-Gitas and small book of Srimad Bhagavatam and so on during the pandemic time. So he is a very loving devotee. So with that, so let's welcome Satya Rupa Prabhu by loudly chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra one time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Satya Rupa Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you for your kind words. I want to talk about 2 minutes about Mataji. Sugopi Mataji, I want to share one thing. Like during the Bhakti Shastri exam, Ishopanishad Bhakti Shastri exam, that times, the same time, my in-laws both are got contacted COVID. So we couldn't concentrate on the on that. Then we asked one question in the answer in the class. Then Sugopi Mataji privately called us. It looks like you're busy with that situation, and she told that we can discuss. She prepared everything, and she told we can discuss. So in that way, so without we are approaching her, she herself came forward and helped us. This is, I want to say, her kindness and attention to the devotees. Once again, I'm praying to Lord to give her safe passage to the divine abode, and I am dedicating this class, today's class, to her. With that, first we will sing 1 minute Jai Radha Madhava to invoke the auspiciousness. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari, Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari, Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana, Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana, Yamuna Tira Vanachari, Yamuna Tira Vanachari, Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Today we are going to discuss about chapter 9, Bhagavad-Gita chapter 9, verse 4. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Maya thatamidam sarvam jagat avyaktamurtina mastani sarva bhutani nachaham teshvavastitaha. I will read one more time. Maya thatamidam sarvam Jagatavyaktamurtina mastani sarvabhutani nachaham teshvavastitaha. Any three volunteers can repeat this verse?
I can go, Prabhu.
Sure, Prabhu.
Maya tatam idam sarvam jagat avyakta murtina matstani sarva bhutani nachaham teshvastitaha.
Thank you, Prabhu.
I can do, Prabhu.
Sure, Mataji.
Maya tataham idam sarvam jagat avyakta murtina matstani sarva bhutani nachaham tesh avastitaha. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Mataji.
I'd
One
like
more.
to, Prabhu.
Sure.
Maya tatmidam sarvam jagaddavyaktamurtina matstani sarvabhutani nachaham teshvasvastastitha.
Thank you, Mataji. Okay. Word to word meaning. Maya, by me, tatham, pervaded, idam, this, sarvam, all, jagat, cosmic manifestation, avyakta murtina, by the unmanifested form, mastani, in me, sarva bhutani, all living entities, na, not, cha, also, aham, I, teshu, in them, avastitaha, situated. By me, in my unmanifested form, this entire universe is pervaded. All beings are in me, but I am not in them. Prabhupada written a wonderful purport. You can read offline. Before we are going to discuss on this sloka, I want to pray the all gurus who are given knowledge about this. Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim yatkrupatamaham vande Shri Guru Dina Taranam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanyam Ishwaram. Om Namo Bhagavate Om Ajnana Timirandasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. So, Maya tatamidam sarvam jagat avyakta murtina mastani sarva bhutani nachaham teshvavastitaha. This is a wonderful verse. Often it is a confusing verse. So I will try to decode how to understand this verse. Okay, this is a distinct explanation of impersonalism and personalism. Actually, there cannot be any impersonal idea. Here Krishna says, Avyakta Murtina, even Avyakta. Avyakta means non-manifested. It has also a Murti. Murti means a form. Generally, we conceive impersonalism or voidism compare with the sky. Sky is called zero, void, nothing is there. But sky has also a form. We see a daily sky. So there cannot be anything without a form. That is not possible. Therefore, Krishna particularly says, Avyakta Murtina. Although it is non-manifested, it has got a form. But we who does not take to the real form and takes to the imaginary form, that has been explained in Bhagavad-Gita. What is that? Klesho adhikatarastesham avyakta sakta chetasam Bhagavad-Gita 12.5. Those who are attached to the impersonal form, they unnecessarily take some trouble always, because it is klesho adhikatarastesham. We, being a human being, always we want a form. So if there is a form and a formless, both are there, then we can concentrate on the form very easily. If it is there is no form, then it is klesho adhikatarastesham. Klesha means a great difficulty. Of course, to understand the form of the Lord, that is not very easy thing. It requires much intelligence. Intelligence, what is intelligence? It is a kind of tapasya. Without tapasya, nobody can understand the form of the Lord. Bhagavad-Gita, Brahma Samhita 5.1, Satchitananda Vigraha. Krishna is Satchitananda Vigraha. Krishna says that Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yome Bhaktya Prayachati Tadaham Asnami. In Bhagavad Gita 9.26, you can offer Krishna Patram, Pushpam, Phalam. Toyam means water. You can offer a leaf, flower, fruit, or water. Now we offer eatables to the Lord. Krishna says, Tadaham Asnami, I eat. But the atheists cannot see that, who have no knowledge about the God. They cannot see that, how Krishna is eating. They say that you are offering something to Krishna, but he is not eating. You are lying there, you are eating. No, Krishna has eaten. They do not know how they eat, how Krishna eats, because they don't have any knowledge. One has to learn how Krishna can eat. Krishna can eat simply by seeing. Angani yasya sakalendriya vittimanti pashyanti panti kalayanti chiram jaganti. So Krishna's all parts, all indriyas, different parts of the body, limbs, they are as good as Krishna. Krishna can eat just like we eat through our mouth, but Krishna can eat with his eyes. That is absolute. In Brahma Samhita it is mentioned. Because we are not absolute, we have gotten distinction between our eyes and our hands, our mouth. There are distinction, which is called Sagata Viveha. But in the case of Krishna, it's absolute. He has no such distinction, that they do not understand because of lack of knowledge. Therefore, they cannot imagine how God or Krishna can have a form. If he has a form, then the form like our form. Mayavadis say they believe that when Brahman comes, he accepts a material body. That is, whenever Krishna comes, descends to the earthly planet, and they assume that Krishna takes a material body. That is, Krishna also told that, Avajananti mam mudaha manushim tanumashritam, Bhagavad-Gita 9.11. Because I come as a human being, these people take me as one of the human being, because they are muda. Word here used muda. Muda means unintelligent person. Because Krishna comes as this child of Yashodama and son of Vasudeva, or son of Vasudeva, therefore these Mayavadis, they mistake that Krishna or Brahman has taken the form, accepting the body from Maya. Krishna got the body from Maya, but that is not the fact. Krishna is not under Maya. Krishna says, Sambhavami Atma Mayaya, Bhagavad-Gita 4.6. not accepting this material energy. And he is also told that Sambhavami Yuge Yuge, he will come again and again. And Shrujamyaham, he will come on his own will and his own form. They think Krishna and Krishna body are different. We'll just try to understand here. As we spirit soul, we are different from our body and soul. They also, the Mayavadis, they think that Krishna also is different from his body. When Krishna says in the 9th chapter, Manmana Bhava Madbhakta Madhya Yaji Mam Namaskuru, these Mayavadis, how they translate? It is not to Krishna, the person, it is unto the Supreme Brahman who is within Krishna. They do not know Krishna is Parabrahman. He has no difference between soul and the body. He is a complete spiritual body that we mentioned in Brahma Samhita 5.1, Satchitananda Vigraha. So there cannot be any difference between Krishna and his soul. But these people, the so-called scholars, they do not understand Krishna, but they have taken a bold step to write commentary on Bhagavad-Gita. Krishna says, it is meant for you, Arjuna, because you are my devotee. Bhaktosi me, priyosi me, Bhagavad-Gita 4.3. Nobody can understand Bhagavad-Gita unless one is very dear to Krishna, or dear to Krishna and his bhaktas of Krishna. One must very dear to Krishna and one must be devotee to Krishna. Then he can touch Bhagavad-Gita. There are so many yogas, Gnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, Hatha Yoga, Karma Yoga. So many yogas are there. But Krishna says, the most confidential part of knowledge, my dear Arjuna, I am giving you because you are my dear friend. Sarva Guhyatamam, in the 18th chapter, Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vaja, 66 sloka. He says that, surrender unto me. Manmana Bhava Madbhakto Madhyajimam Namaskuru. You offer obeisances unto me and become a devotee of me. I am speaking this most confidential part of this knowledge. Hear this from me, for it is for your benefit. So Krishna is telling to Arjuna, for Krishna, not Krishna want to say about himself, but Arjuna's benefit. Sarva guhyatamam bhuyaha shrunime paramam vachaha isto si me dhrudam iti tata vakshami te hitam, for your benefit. So God Krishna is not impersonal. At the ultimate end, Brahmeti Paramatmeti Bhagavaneti iti sadyate, Srimad Bhagavatam 1.2.11. Absolute truth is realized. Absolute truth, Supreme Lord Krishna, can be realized in 3 phases: Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan. So Brahman and Paramatma is subordinate to the Supreme Person Krishna. Brahman means effulgence coming from Krishna, and Krishna's miniature form present everywhere in this, every living entity everywhere, is Paramatma, and Bhagavan, which is 2-handed form. So Krishna has form. If you know about Krishna, then you can understand the effulgence which is coming from Krishna and Paramatma miniature form also. And Krishna, Brahmanoham Pratishtaha, Brahman, the impersonal Brahman feature, Brahma Jyoti, that is resting on Krishna, because it is coming from Krishna. It is very easy to understand. We can see the sunshine is resting on the sun globe, and the sun globe is localized. But the sun, compared to the sun globe, the sunshine is very big. It is distributed all over the universe. But that does not mean that sunshine is more important than the sun globe. Sun globe is important. And the still more important is sun god. Within the sun globe, there is a sun god called Vivaswan. Krishna mentioned in 4.1, Imam Vivasvate Yogam Proktavanaham Avyayam. I given this knowledge to the sun god Vivaswan. So he is a person. And there is also other living entities, and all their bodies are made of fire. So on the sun planet, there are living entities, and their bodies are made of fire. So how we can understand that? In the material science, sterilization, they're under the impression that when there is a too strong temperature, the microbes die. And when there is too cold, the microbes die. There are two kinds of sterilization, either by increase the heat or decrease the heat below the zero. So from Bhagavad-Gita, we understand, so adahyoyam, soul is never killed in fire. Achadyoyam adahyodam akledyoho. So soul is never killed in fire, which is adahyoyam. Never it is killed by extreme coldness. Nitya shashvatoyam, it is spirit cannot be counteractable by any material reaction. That is spirit. So therefore, the theory that in the fire the living entity dies, it is not correct. Otherwise, how these slokas are there in the second chapter? Adahyoyam akledyoyam asosyayam. Bhagavad-Gita 2.24. That means anything material that can be cut into pieces, but the soul cannot be cut into the pieces. Achedyoyam, it cannot be cut into the pieces. Adahyoyam, it cannot be burned into ashes in the fire. Akledyoyam, akledyoyam ashosyam, by the reaction of the five elements, earth, water, fire, air, that is not applicable in the soul. So if they are not applicable to the soul, which is a minute particle of the super soul, how it is applicable to the super soul? Therefore, it is a miscalculation that Krishna, the supreme soul, is affected by this material nature. That is not possible. Therefore, Krishna says, Sambhavami Atma Mayaya, I come my own with my internal energy. The Bhagavad-Gita 4.6. Besides that, Krishna says that material nature works under his direction. Maya Dyakshena Prakriti Suyate Sacharacharam. Bhagavad-Gita 9.10 says, the entire this cosmic manifestation and material nature works under his direction. And there is other evidence in the Brahma Samhita, Srishti Striti Pralaya Sadhana Sakti Reka Chayeva Yashya Bhuvanani Bibharti Durga Ichanu Rupamapyasya Chacheta Sesa Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Sa Durga Ichhanurupam Yashya Ichhanurupam Api Cheste. Sa Durga is so powerful. She can create, she maintains, and she can annihilate everything. Still, she is working as a maid servant under the direction of Govinda. Govinda Madi Purusham tamaham bhajami. I am praying to that Govinda, primeval Lord. And it is confirmed in Bhagavad-Gita, Maya Dyakshena Prakriti Suyate Sacharacharam. In Bhagavad-Gita also it is confirmed the same. So Krishna is the origin of everything. Aham sarvasya prabhavaha mattas sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam bhuda bhava samanvita. We cannot understand Krishna perfectly. So, bahunam janmanamante gnanavan mam prapadyate vasudeva sarvamiti samahatma sudurlabhaha. So, after many lifetimes, we will come to know who is Krishna, and he is the cause of all causes. Vasudeva sarvamiti. We cannot understand Krishna perfectly. That is not possible. But as far as our knowledge is concerned, as far as we can study Bhagavad-Gita or Vedas, if we simply can understand that Krishna is origin of everything, Ishvara Parama Krishna, Satchitananda Vigraha, Brahma Samhita 5.1. Even one of us, some or the other, we are also Ishvara. Ishvara means controller. We have got some controlling capacity according to our capacity, but we are not the supreme controller. Parama Krishna, the Krishna is the supreme controller. We may controlling some we may controlling some according to our capacity, and there above there are another controller, above them another controller. So like in this way, within this material world, supreme controller is Brahma. Within this material world, on this universe, and each one Brahma, and like that, each and every universe, there are several Brahmas, many Rudras, many other demigods. In Brahma Samhita 5.40, Yasya Prabha Prabhavato Jagadanda Koti Koti Swashesha Vashudadi Vibhuti Binnam Tad Brahma Nischalam Anantam Ashesha Bhutam Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami, whose effulgence is the source of the non-differentiated Brahma mentioned in Upanishad. So from Krishna's effulgence only, this is the source for all entire universe and cosmic manifestation. Being differentiated from infinite glories of mundane universe appears as invisible, infinite, and limitless truth. So everything is Krishna's energy. Therefore, Krishna says, Maya tatamidam sarvam. Means Krishna energy is spread everywhere. In the same kind of explanation we can see in Vishnu Purana as well. Ekastani sthitasyange josna vistarani yata parashya brahman shaktihi sarvaiva akilam jagat. Sarvedam akilam jagat. What we are seeing, they are simply expansion of Krishna energy, just like a big industrialist. If we see that, if we take any big manufacturing industry, then we see that behind that industry, there was a like the owner of that industry, that factory. So he is running by his energy. Though he is not directly present in each and every department, but as per his direction only, everything works in that factory. A similar example Prabhupada given in purport also. A king's energy is present entire that kingdom, in each and every department. Unless and until his like sanction, nothing will happen. It does not mean that king is need to be present everywhere, or king is there everywhere. So similarly, Goloka Nivashyati Akilatma Bhutaha, Brahma Samhita 5.37. Krishna is in his place. He is with Radharani. He is enjoying playing on his flute. Why he has to do anything? In that Svetara Upanishad 6.8, if we see, Parashya Sektir Vividaiva Shruyate. So, this is the Vedic injunction. Na tasya karyam karanam cha vidyate. He has nothing to do. If we can see ordinary, a person, an ordinary king, how he is influencing, and in that particular factory or in that particular kingdom. So we can see that similarly Krishna, being in his abode, he can give his sanction. Everything, so great energy has got from Supreme Personality of Godhead. We can imagine how the Brahmajyoti works and how this cosmic manifestation works. So his energy is acting. Parashya Shakti Vividaiva Shrutaye Swabhaviki Gnana Bala Kriya Cha. His energy is acting, Balakriya Cha. His energy is acting in such a perfect way that as we see that it is automatically working. We can see if we put a button, then we can on through electric or through particular app, we can on particular machinery if it is like 1,000 miles away also. So how this button working? This scientific method we have discovered. The law is there. You have simply learned how to operate that Vividaiva. So Krishna also Parashya Shaktir Vividaiva Shrutaye. So simply by his willing, everything is being done. That is Krishna. Simply by his willing. Let's there a creation, but there is action of the energy of Krishna. But the energy is so subtle that immediately it performs. And if you see that in this material creation also, flower, how nicely, finely it is constructed. So the botanist can study that it is how it is came and how the veins are organized, and this way, that way, the system is like this. But who has made the system? That is to be studied. Not only simply studying the superficial nature, a flower is coming out. It is not coming out automatically, right? Exactly the same energy, just like if we want to, suppose if we want to paint a flower, then we have to apply our energy. We have to collect the color and we have to collect the brush, apply our attention. We need to draw it, energy need to be applied on that. So similarly, Krishna is doing that. But his energy is so perfect, it becomes quickly done, immediately. Parashya Shakti Vividaiva Shrutaye. The same example, just like now in the electronic days. So if we want to call India, just simply we are opening on the keypad, dialing the number, and we will call. So how this is applying, how it is working? Because there is a science behind it and there is a setup being done behind that. So if in the material world such subtle things can be performed, so spiritually still finally we it can be done. Therefore Krishna says, whatever you see, maya tatamidam sarvam, it is my expansion of energy. The same example it is given in the Vishnu Purana. Just as fire is there in one place, then the light is coming and the heat is coming. So fire, the light and heat is non-different from the fire. But fire and the light and heat is not fire. This is the Achintya Beda Bed. The another example is just like sunshine. Sun is fixed up. You can see everything can see the sun is stationed at he is stationed at one insignificant corner of the sky, but his sunshine is distributed all over the universe. And everything, all planets, all vegetation is happening, all seasonal changes, they are depending on the sunshine. See, similarly, Krishna has got his rays of the body, that is Brahma Jyotir, Yasya Prabha, Prabhavata, Brahma Samhita 5.40. Yasya Prabha Prabhavatu Jagadanda Koti. In the Brahma Jyotir, innumerable universes are coming out. Anyway, in other place it is said, Yasyaika Nishvasita Kalam Atavalambyo Jivanti Loma Vilocha Jagadanda Nataha. Jagadanda Nataha means Brahma, he is the master. So everything is coming from him, but the same thing he also Brahma, from Brahma's very source for him is Krishna. So all raso vaisaha, savai raso vaisaha, everything, he is the reservoir of all rasas. So the same thing is explained in Maya Tatamidam Sharvam. He is the source of everything in the for the first line of the 9.4. But these Mayavadis, they think that I am the same, I am distributed everywhere, I am moving the sun, because he also became a god. They meditate like this. This is Prabhupada is refuted this argument. This is a nonsense. How we are moving? It is said, Maya tatamidam sarvam. I am expanded all over the body that you can see. But we have a limitation, kshetragna, that is described in Bhagavad-Gita. Idam shariram kshetram iti abhidiyate. I am not exactly the controller. Still, suppose I am the proprietary of this body. Actually, I am not the proprietary of this body. Proprietary of the body is Krishna Paramatma. Kshetra and Kshetragna. I am given a place to be in that body. That is explained in Bhagavad-Gita. Kshetragnanchapi mam viddhi sarvakshetreshu bharatha. Jivatma is proprietary of this body. He has been given this body to act just like a human body is given by the nature to us. Now we can act. If we act just like a human being, then our life is successful and the chance given by the nature is fruitful. The Krishna given an opportunity to be in this body. The body is given for inquiring about Brahman. Atato Brahma Gignasu. The Vedic Vedanta Sutra starts with this. Now we have got this human body. Now we got this human body. Now we inquire about Brahman. Why we are going to talking about nonsense stuff like what is happening, Ukraine and Russian war, or what is American part. These are all a waste of time. that is not the real inquiry. We need to do the inquiry about the Brahman. The dogs and cats, they are all like always thinks about where is some food. They're inquiring, not that inquiry human should do. The human body is meant for inquiring about Brahman. Atato Brahma Gignasu. This is a Vedanta Sutra. But they are not interested in inquiring about Brahman. So, Nayan Deho Deha Bhajam Nruloke Kastan Kaman Arhate Vidbhujam Ye. Srimad Bhagavatam 5.5.1. Vidbhujam. Vidbhujam means hogs. Hogs is like a stool eating animal. They are working very hard. But this human body is not meant for that purpose. Kastan Kaman. Kaman means the necessities to fulfill, to satisfy the senses. In this Ahara Nidra Bhayamaitunam cha Samanyametat Pashubir Naranam Dharmo Hitesham Adiko Vishesho Dharmena Hina Pashubi Samana. So animals and humans share the same activities. 4 things are common: eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. But the special property of human is that they are able to engage in spiritual life. Therefore, without spiritual life, humans are on the same level of animals. Pashubi Samana, they are equivalent to Pashu. That's why if we are not following Dharmena Hina, if we are not following our Dharma, then we are considered as two-legged animal. And what is the difference between dogs eating and we are eating? The cow sleeping or we are sleeping, they both are same. We might be doing in a sophisticated way. So because we are eating nicely on the dining table, it is not that we are greater than animal. We are the same. It is still eating only. The main thing is the way of eating is changed, but still the concept is eating only. So therefore Shastra says Nayam Deho Deha Bhajam Ruloke. They're all the bodies, they have got cats and dogs and hogs. They have also got the body, and trees also got the body. But Nruloke means a human society. When we got a body, it is not meant for working hard like hogs and dogs. This is not a human civilization. What is meant for tapasya, tapo, that is the Vedic civilization. We have made program for our economic development, working hard day and night like hogs and dogs. This is going on. This is going on under the name of a civilization, modern economic development, and it's a civilization. That is hog has in. So and to why we are doing day and night this working hard for this economic development, to satisfy our senses, hard labor. The end of the day, we are after to get a relief from that hard working, we will waste our time on the recreation, all these things. This is not civilization. This is a hog civilization. Prabhupada quoted in many places. The real civilization is tapasya. Everything. God has given us everything. Krishna has given us a nice fruits, flowers, nice grains, and nice milk and sugar. Why don't we eat them nicely? That is the Vedic civilization. Take the grains, take the fruits, take milk, take sugar, make variety of preparation, offer to Krishna and take prasadam and chant Hare Krishna. This is civilization. Otherwise, simply working hard for sense gratification without any discrimination, that is hog civilization. The hog has no discrimination. Or nothing more we are doing. Here Krishna said, Aprapyamam nivartante mritya samsara vartamani. Bhagavad-Gita 9.3. We do not know what is mritya samsara vartamani. Any university tells about, any university give this kind of education. What is mritya samsara vartamani? Can any big philosopher can say what is this mritya samsara vartamani? They do not know. Krishna said, if you do not get me, here is a chance, human form of the body. 9.3, it says, before was in the same chapter. Ashraddha dana purusha dharmasyasya parantapa aprapyamam nivartante mrityu samsara vartmani. Ashraddha dana, those who are faithless people, purusha, such person, what happened? In the they are not faithful in Krishna and devotional service. They cannot attain Krishna. Therefore, they return to the path of birth and death in this material world. So, aprapyamam, if you are not attain Krishna, then you are given a chance of this human body. And if we are not completing our, if we are not able to attain Krishna, then we will come into, we have no faith, and we have faith in this Maya, then we will come again and again into this material world. So if you do not come to Krishna consciousness, then what is result? Nivartante will come to mrityu samsara vartamani. If you do not take chance, just like that, when I visited Alachua temple, one person brought the bird. So what it is doing, he brought a case and he taken out the bird, and he asked me to stretch my hand, then bird sitting on my hand. Then if the bird is really intelligent, when it comes out of from that case, it can fly away. It got a chance to fly away, but it is not doing. It is nicely moving here and from one hand to the another hand, from one hand to another hand. Everybody is pampering and giving some nuts. Then again it is going into the case and nicely sitting in the case. So the same way we got this human form of body, and if we make a let loose, and again we nivartante mrityu samsara vartamani, will come back again and again in this material world. So now we got a freedom flying away from this mrityu samsara vartamani, but we will not do. We enter again. So we are not interested how you get out, how to get out of this cage of mrityu samsara vartamani. We again and again coming into this body. This is called ajnana. Jnana means I am eternal. In Bhagavad-Gita 2.20, न जायते म्रियते वा कदाचिन् नयं भूत्वा भविता वानभूयः अजो नित्यं शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणं न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे. I am not annihilated after the killing. After annihilation of this body, Nitya Sashvatam, Na Hanyate Hanyamani Sharire. When the body goes into the slime, the soul is not go into slime. That is why it enter into the another body. So that is the problem. That is Mrityu Samsara Vartamani. If you enter again into the another material body, then again Mrityu, again enter, again die, again Mrityu. This is Bhutva Bhutva Pralayate. So we are repeatedly, so we need to understand after dying, there is nothing. That is nonsense idea. Krishna clearly says that Dehinoshmin yada dehe kaumaram yavanam jara tata dehantara praptihi deras tatrana muyati. So how this body, within this body, the soul migrating from boyhood to childhood, childhood to boyhood, boyhood to youthhood and old age, tata dehantara prapti, it goes to the another body at the death. So now we know that the body will, after death, it will go into the another body, and you need to stop this cycle of birth and death. And you need not go these four miseries, Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadi. We can get out of this, come out of that. So because there are, we can see that 8.4 millions of species of bodies are there, one after the other. Once you leave, according to your wish and desire, you will go into the another body. The person who is I mentioned in my earlier class also, like a boy or a girl who is passionate of like swimming. Then Krishna tells that nature is so kind, Krishna is so kind. Why are you, if you are so much enjoying in that swimming, then this body is not suitable. The human body is not suitable. You will get a fish body. And according to the desire, so many types of fishes are there. You will go into that. So this is called Mrityu Samsara Vartamani. By we have no such brain that how to get out of this Mrityu Samsara Vartamani. We can get out of this cycle. So that is also explained in Bhagavad-Gita. Daivi Hesha Gunamavi Mama Maya Duratyaya Mame Eva Ye Prapadyante Maya Metam Tarantite. This divine energy of mind, consisting of three modes of material nature, it is very difficult to overcome. But those who have surrendered unto me can easily cross beyond it. Maya means actually, I am not understand this Mrityu Samsara Vartamani. So, Atma Maya Rite Rajan, it is Maya, just like in dream. I enter, in the dream, I enter into some body. Okay, and every night we experience that when we sleep, we dream. I have taken another body. I am doing, I have gone to another place. I am working different way and forgetting this body. This is a daily experience. And when the dream is over, then again I come to this body. I remember, oh, I have to go there. I have to do this activity. We don't think about the dream. This is going on. I am accepting this gross dream and this subtle dream. But what is my actual position? That I do not know. This is called ignorance. The actual position we can understand if we become Krishna consciousness. If we simply become Krishna consciousness, then we can understand our actual position. Then we can be saved. And that is stated here. Ashraddadana Purusha Dharmasya Parantapa. Ashraddadana, if one is not interested in Krishna consciousness, no faith, I have no faith, but it is your interest, sir. Why you say that I have no interest? Then with nate vidu sarva swarta gatim hi vishnum. They do not know what is the interest, what is their interest. He does not know. That is for him. Bahir arthamanina durasya. Bahir arthamanina, he has got this material body and he is thinking that satisfaction of his senses, that is his interest. Bahir arthamanina. Anda yathandi air upani yamanas, and another ignorant leader who gives them the impetus. Yes, you do this, you do that, you will be very much satisfied. So many materialists, they engage them. That is very nice. They like to abide by such leaders. But what are those leaders? Anda, they do not know what is the ultimate goal of the life. We can see so many motivational speakers. They don't know what is the goal of the life. They are themselves blind, but they are leaders and other blind followers. That is going on. Natte vidu swarthagatim. But actual leader is Krishna. Krishna says, Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam raja. He is the actual leader. So don't follow all these nonsense things. Don't follow all these isms. We will spoil our life because we are not this body. Tata dehantara prapti. Dehinoshmin yata dehe tada dehantara prapti. We will go into the another body. It is not everlasting. So everything clearly explained in Bhagavad-Gita. So instead of accepting these blind leaders, we should know who is actual leader. Krishna is the leader. If we take leadership of Krishna, then our life is perfect. We could properly utilize the utility of the human life. Otherwise, we have been misled. Now, Krishna is therefore explaining that whatever you are seeing in this material world, the material world is a combination of spiritual and material energy of Krishna. Parashya Brahmana Shaktihi. There are two different energies of Brahman. Sarvedam Akilam Jagat. Jagat means the earth, water, air, fire, sky. These are the material elements, and the gross elements, mind, intelligence, and false ego. These are all the subtle elements. The 8 elements, Krishna's energy, and beyond this energy, aparayam, there are inferior. These are inferior energy. Beyond the inferior energy, there is superior energy. Aparayam itastu viddhi me prakritim para. Bhagavad-Gita 7.5. Another superior, what is that superior energy? Jiva Bhuta, the living force, the living entity. So what is this world? This world, or if you take this Austin, what is it? Is Austin? It is a combination of material energy and spiritual energy. Spiritual energy, all are the living entities. He has got the material body. Therefore, it is the combination. So they are working. Actually working these living entity, and he is utilizing this material energy. This is going on. Yayedam dharayate. The whole world is going on like this. A combination of material energy and spiritual energy. The material energy is inferior and superior. Spiritual energy is superior. Therefore, whatever we are seeing, there are simply display, manifestation of 2 energies of Krishna. Parashya Brahmana Shakti Sarvedam Akilam Jagat. This Jagat. This is Jagat. So, although energy and energetic, they are non-different, still energy is not the energetic. The energy is coming from the energetic, but we cannot consider energy is the energetic. This is called Achintya Bheda Ved. simultaneously one and different. The energy is not different, just like the, as I explained before, fire and heat, light. The heat and light is from the fire. Wherever there is a fire, there is a heat and light. But still, heat and light is not fire. This is Achintya by the way. Heat is not different from the fire. Light is not different from the fire. But still, heat and light is not fire. Similarly, everything whatever we see, they are simply manifestation of two energies of God, Brahman. So they are not different from Brahman, at the same time different from Brahman. This is called Achintya Beja Bhed. Krishna and the effulgence coming from the Krishna is the effulgence and Krishna one and the same. At the same time, the Brahman, the effulgence, Brahma Jyoti is not Krishna. This is, if the Brahma Jyoti is not Krishna, means yes, it is Krishna because it is coming from Krishna only. But is it Krishna? No. In a way, no. In a way, yes. So this is Achintya Bheda Bhed. That is what the first, like by me in my unmanifested form, this entire universe is pervaded. The Brahma Jyoti, the entire universe is pervaded. All beings are in me, but I am not in them. That unmanifested form, we cannot think that is Krishna. In a way, Krishna, in a way, it is not Krishna. So Krishna is there in another place. So that is the type of the levels, phases of realization. So therefore, Krishna says here, Mastani Sarva Bhutani, everything in resting on my energy, but I am not them. So what Mayavadi philosophers they mistaken, when everything is expanded as God energy, then why there is a separate God? This material, that is the material conception. So when everything is expanded, the entire cosmic manifestation, God's energy, then why there is separate God? God is always separate from his energy. Maya tatam idam sarvam. Everything is emanate from the God energy, but still God is not there. If you worship energy of God, that is not God worship. Indirectly it is, but directly it is not. If we are worshipping this energy of the God, it is indirect worship. It is not the direct worship. That is explained in Bhagavad-Gita. Kamastaistar hrite gnana prapadyante anya devata. Anya devata, there are energies of Krishna, but there is no need. If you approach directly to the energetic, the energy is automatically touched and worshipped. Sarva sarvarhanam achyute, just like okay, I missed this point. That is explained in Bhagavad-Gita. If you approach directly to the energetic, the energy is automatically touched and worshipped. Just like if you pour water in the root, root is the cause of the tree. So the tree, I mean the branches, the twigs, the leaves, the flowers, everything, they're also expansion of the root. So if you water on the root, the service expands to other parts of the root. This is explained in Srimad Bhagavatam. Narada instructing to prachetas, yatha tator mula nischyanena tripyanti tat skanda bhuja upasheka prano farascha etindriyanam tataiva sarvarhanam achyute. Yata, as tato, thorough water of a tree, mula, the root, nischayena, by watering, tripyanti, that satisfied. In water all is satisfied, skanda, trunk, bhuja, branches, upashaka, twigs, prana, the life air, upahrut, by feeding, cha, yata, indriyanam, of the senses, tateva, similarly, sarva, of all demigods, arhanam, worship, achyute, of the supreme personality of demigod, supreme personality of Godhead, ija, worship. As pouring the water on the root of a tree energizes the trunk, branches, twigs, and everything else, and as supplying food to the stomach enlivens the senses and limbs of the body, simply worshipping the Supreme Personality of Godhead through a devotional service automatically satisfies the demigods who are parts of the Supreme Personality. So, we simply worship Achyuta. Achyuta means Supreme Lord who never falls, who never fall down. We are Chuta, although we are the qualitatively one with God, but we have got the tendency of fall down. Therefore, we have fall down in this material world. But Krishna does not fall down. When Krishna comes, he is not like us. And if we consider him as one of us, then we must be Muda, that we already discussed. Avajananti mamuda ha manushintanum ashritam parambhava majanantah. So that is Krishna. Krishna is expanding by his energy everywhere. Sarva sarvedam akhilam jagat parasya brahmana shaktihi. But in the Shakti, although there is a relationship, that is also in different way, indirectly Krishna, but there is no Krishna there. If we are Anya Devata, if we are worshipping, we are worshipping indirectly the Krishna, but not directly to Krishna. Maya tatamidam sarvam jagat avyakta murtina mastani sarva bhutani. So everything is resting in his energy. Mastani sarva bhutani. Nachaham teshavavastitaha. But I am not there. If you, instead of Krishna, if you worship the energy of Krishna, say if you take the material scientist, he is also worshipping Krishna, but he is worshipping the Krishna's material energy, not Krishna. Therefore, if one says that I am worshipping energy of Krishna, therefore there is no need of worshipping Krishna. That is not good. Yeyatamam prapadyante tam tataisva bhajamyaham. If you stick to the worshipment of the energy, you will get the success. But not as much as the success by directly worshipping Krishna. Maya tatamidam sarvam jagat avyakta murtina mastani sarva bhutani nachaham teshavavastitaha. Just like that, the worshipping of the other demigod, that is also worshipping me, but ajanti avadi purvakam, that is not avadi. Vidhi means, what is our vidhi? Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam saranam vraja. Doing our duty to worship Krishna. So, but avadi purvakam, it is not the proper way of doing worshipping Krishna if we go to the Anya Devata. So how we can worship Krishna? Krishna given very easy process. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yume bhaktya prayachati. It is very simple process, but it gives the complete perfection. But Maya Parihrita Gnana Ashurim Bhavamashrita, because we have taken this atheistic view, Ashurim Bhavamashrita, therefore Maya has taken this knowledge. Everything is explained in Bhagavad-Gita. What happened when we are not following the proper process? Then when we get our intelligence is lost, then we will come and to do the materialistic activities, and we are ashraddha dana, like we are not faithful to Krishna. So Krishna says that if we worship demigods, we will get a benediction, but that is temporary. And one more thing is, the sanction comes from Krishna only. They also take permission from Krishna and they have to sanction, but that is temporary. The is means Alpamedasha, one who has brain substance is very small. Krishna says that whoever not enough intelligent, then they incline to do this kind of temporary gains. And on top of that, we will stick to this material world only. We cannot get out of this Mrityu Samsara Vartamani. So in this Vedic literature, the aim is understanding of Krishna. So Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. Give up all these things, simply surrender unto Krishna. It is easy. The process is Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam. And any part of the world, a poor man also can offer a Krishna, little water offering to Krishna. It is not difficult. And Krishna is not hankering after our offerings, but if we offer, that is our own interest, our benefit. Maya tatamidam sarvam jagat avyakta murtina. So, nacha mastani bhutani pashyame yogamaishwaram bhuta bunna cha bhutasto bhutatma bhuta bhavanaha. In that next verse 9.5, this is achintya beda bed. The same thing explained the heat and light, how still fire is different from heat and light. Although Krishna is not there, but everything is there in Krishna, and everywhere you can find Krishna also at the same time, because everything is Krishna's energy. Just like we are worshipping a deity made of stone. Everyone knows that a deity made up of stone. But atheistic will say, how is this? These foolish people are worshipping stone statue. No, that it is not the same stone statue. Stone is also Krishna. Krishna says, Bhumi rapo nalo vayuho kammano buddhirevacha ahankarayite me binna prakriti rastada. So one who knows the art by worshipping stone also, he can worship Krishna. We need a knowledge. It is a Krishna's mercy. Krishna came in Archa Vigraha form. If Krishna is in Virat form, can we see him? Can we, our limited senses can perceive Krishna? Can we decorate Krishna in the Virat form? How can we get such a big dress for Krishna? So it is mercy, and it is a causeless mercy of Krishna came in the form of Archa Vigraha, and we can easily worship Krishna, and a small child also, and innocent people also can perceive the Krishna's form. So in the Vedic system, there are like eight kinds of forms we can offer our respects, obeisances, offerings and all. It can be a paint, either you can make Krishna from wood, from stone, from jewel. So any different types of deities. So Krishna can accept our service in any way. That is Krishna's omnipotency. And we can handle also. In Virat form, we cannot handle. So it is a kindness that he has appeared before us in a small form. According to our capacity, we can make very nice dress. We can dress him up, and we can offer our obeisances, and we can read, understand about Krishna, and we can do service about Krishna, and we can be in association of Krishna bhaktas, devotees. This is the way the Kanishta Adhikari, in early stages of bhakti, we can do. One more point. So everything belongs to Krishna, that we have understood. And in this conditioned life, as soon as we give up this conditioned life, how we can give up the conditioned life? We can take the Krishna consciousness and begin serving Krishna. So our eternal duty is a servant of Krishna. In this life also, when we are giving up this sense gratification and take our quality of time out of our routine, and we can begin serving Krishna, then it is mukti. So Swarupena vyavastitaha hitvanyata rupam, Srimad Bhagavatam 2.10.6. It is very nicely described what is mukti. Mukti means giving up our abnormal condition of life and simply situated in our constitutional life, which is serving Krishna, then mukti. So we are propagating not only the Krishna consciousness, and this is a mukti consciousness. Take it up very seriously, try to understand and take advantage of it, and be happy. In this very life, we got Krishna and Guru, and we are very fortunate. If we are not taking advantage of it, we are going into Mrityu Samsara Vartamani. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Prabhu, would you like to take some questions?
Yes, Prabhu. I will answer, Prabhu.
Sure, Prabhu. Devotees, please unmute and ask questions. Prabhu, there is one question in chat. Trishika Loga Subramani, thank you so much. Question: how to live fearlessly with God's consciousness in this very competitive, selfish, materialistic world?
How to live fearlessly with God's consciousness in this very competitive, selfish, material world. I'll try to answer, Prabhu. You can always pitch in and add points, Prabhu, or correct me.
Sure.
So, yeah. So whatever this selfish materialistic world, yes, this is cheaters and cheated. Prabhupada always says, in this world, complete only two things are two types of people. One is cheater, one is cheated. So that is there. And our quality of the life we need to spend for the goal of the life, and in that we need to do. And Krishna say, and our life is very limited. Maybe if we are in 30s, if we are in 30s or 40s, another 30 active years, or maybe 10 to 20 active years. So we should know the full context of the life. We are not be here ever. So we are in the rented bodies. We need to vacate this body. So we need to give importance to the ultimate aim of the life, or ultimate aim of the human life. If we can take advantage of it, then we are transcending to the of these modes. Then automatically, when we take up devotional service, or practicing or understanding, getting the knowledge, and practicing Krishna consciousness seriously, then we are transcending to the three modes automatically, so that it won't disturb much. That is what my answer, Prabhu. Prabhu, you can add if you want to.
I think you covered it, Prabhu. So I think how to live fearlessly. I think first we need to have faith in the words of Krishna, which he said in Bhagavad-Gita, Sarvadharman Paridajya Mamekam Saranam Saranam Braja Ham Tvam Sarva Papebhyo Moksha Ishame Masuchaha. He says, do not fear, just surrender unto me, I will take care of everything. So we need to have faith in the Lord's words and follow whatever he has said. Just for this day and age, chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That's the practical shape to surrender, is chanting the holy names. So if you chant that, then the fear goes away automatically. And we get four things. Bhakti gives four things according to scriptures. How do we experience the fearlessness? We get guidance within our heart. Whenever there is something has to do, Paramatma will guide us. And without also, through Guru, and we'll get guidance. Second is we get security in life. Meaning, so we won't be affected by the changing circumstances, because things change all of a sudden without any notice, without any whatever. So the security comes. So that if you don't have sense of security, then we'll feel helpless in life. But if you have security, the shelter of the Lord, then we can confidently face the world. We get clarity and we get strength to deal with it. Then the third thing that comes by chanting sincerely with faith, we'll have power to make right decisions in life, because that determines our future. The decisions you make now, it decides your future. So that sense of wisdom, if we don't have that, then we will have a distorted view of the world, in the sense we get perplexed. We cannot see things in proper perspective. So if you have a sense of wisdom, we'll have the accurate vision of what is happening in our life and things like that. So I think the fourth one is wisdom, actually. So you get the wisdom also, so to make the right decisions. The power is the power to act on that wisdom. So that is the fourth one. So guidance, security, the power to make right decisions, and the wisdom. These four things will automatically manifest when we chant the holy names of the Lord with faith. That's how we can live fearlessly in this world. Over to you, Satya Rupa Gauranga.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I didn't have any questions, but wonderful class, Prabhuji. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Very nice class, Prabhuji. As usual, a lot of information. Thank you so much for giving this wonderful class.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you for doing such a wonderful class. And
Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna to everyone.
Hare Krishna, Mohan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
An enlightening class. And God bless the departed soul. I don't know what.
Hare Krishna, Mohan Prabhu, we are not able to hear you. Could you unmute, please?
Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Yes.
Prabhuji, I'm very grateful to you. You have contacted me so many times, and you have given your time, and you've done this such a lovely, program in memory of my sister.
Yeah.
And we all enjoyed each moment of it, and all the Bhagavad-Gita, the lectures which gave by so many Prabhus, But life is like that only, one cannot have control over the life.
Right, Prabhuji. And I want to thank you and your family for lovingly taking care of Sugopi Mataji
That was
in the last days.
That was our duty, And she was my lovely sister, I always see her as laughing, First time I saw her in such a pain,
Yes, Prabhuji. She told me, Prabhu, when I told her to stay back in US, she told me that I want to be with my lovely brother who takes care of me so well, and I want to be with him. So this is her exact words, So
she was very kind-hearted, very kind-hearted.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Thank you all.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Bye.
Krishna. Hare Krishna devotees, that Mohan Prabhu is Mataji's brother, one of the brothers. And Prabhu and his family served Sugopi Mataji day and night, actually, because I was called with him pretty much every day. And not only Prabhu, Mataji, Prabhu's wife, and the kids also, Prabhu's daughter and son-in-law, they all served wonderfully. Thank you. We are very indebted to them. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So with that, devotees, we are going to have a Narshinga Arati now. Rani Mataji is going to sing. Rani Mataji.
Hare Krishna, devotees. In honor of our very loving dear Sugopi Mataji, we dedicate this Narsingha Arti to her. Hare Krishna. Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Nitya Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol, Nitya Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol. Hare Krishna.
सर्व विघ्न विनाशकारी श्री लक्ष्मी नरसिंहदेव भगवान की जय। भक्त प्रगाढ़ श्री प्रहलाद महाराज की जय। श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। Thank you, Rani Mataji. Thank you, Satya Rupa Prabhu, for the brilliant class. So with that, devotees, let's pray sincerely to Shri Radha Nila Madhava, Shri Radha Damodar, Shri Lakshmi Narasimhadev to bestow the kind blessings on our dear Sugopi Mataji in her onward journey to the eternal service. And also let us pray for Harinamamrita Prabhu and also Sugopi Mataji's family to give strength during these very difficult times. So with that, we are also planning to hold a memorial service for Sugopi Mataji where devotees can glorify her wonderful Vaishnava qualities. So we are working with Harinamamrita Prabhu on that. So please stay tuned for more details and we will send out more information in WhatsApp channel. Thank you very much, all of you, for joining. Hare Krishna.